Hola.
Hola. How are you, Alycia?
Oh, just living the dream in California. How are you, Anna?
Enjoying my gas stove still.
I have a gas stove too. Hey, you know what though? Here's the total pooper about that. I just got the gas bill.
Oh,
The gas bill has more than doubled. That is
did it?
$335.
Alycia, we can get you out of that state. You know what it is? It's like they're taxing you so you can't leave.
Oh, yes, we're getting to that point where it's like you're not leaving us and you won't be able to afford anything. It's horrible.
Unbelievable.
You would think I was cooking all the time with my gas stove. I am not, and we use
Well,
it
is
the
it
same
just
amount.
your stove that's gas, or like does it heat your water too?
Water heater, and yeah, I think that's it. There's no reason for this to be. Now, they told us it was essentially because the supply, there's not enough supply because we sent all of our gas to Europe or something. I don't know. I was just like, whatever. That was not my choice. So yeah, it's so expensive, electricity, the gas, the other gas. I need to go move in with some famous rich person that wants his smart ass to live with them.
Hey, look who's here!
Look at Beverly.
Beverly!
Hola, Beverly. Welcome. Haven't seen you. I don't think she was here last time. Maybe she was secret here. Let's see
Our favorite Texas Rose.
Yes, and Serendipity's here. Karen's here. Alice is here. Amanda, Celtic Rune Singer. Let them ponies run. I'm finally getting that username down in my head. It takes me a while to process letters and stuff. Oh, good Lord. Tarot Destiny's here.
Carla.
Deborah's here. Carla.
Everybody's jumping in. Look at this.
What are
We have
you
almost 40 people. Make sure you like and share this.
doing? Sally
Share
and
our
Penny.
super fun.
Oh, Deborah sending you healing vibes. Get better. So awesome. So you guys, it's a whole new bunch of crazy stories. What's on your mind? Hi, Julie. I'm working on your readings, darling. I got caught up on readings, and then we got a whole new batch of readings in. So, but
that's great. That's good news.
That's good
Things
news.
along.
I like doing the readings. I just, only so many I can get done in a day, especially with my coworker. He's not here right now. It's nice and quiet.
Gregopedia is going to be remote this evening. He will be checking in, but he will be remote.
Will he be able to fact check for us or just leave us snarky comments?
Yeah, he should be able to fact check. If he pops in the comments, he's usually free to
check our facts.
It's
like, listen here, I talked to Zuckerbucks.
I used to call him Greg Miller, the dream killer, because like I would always have like these great ideas, and he'd be like, "No, that's not going to work," and he'd bring like logic into it, and I was like, "Dude, really? Like you're
I think I wore my husband down on the logic. I finally got him going. Started bringing him down the rabbit holes. I mean, he'll still push back from time to time, but some of my stuff he's kind of going along with now. So,
Sunny Girl just commented on something that I had it on my list. I don't know where my list is. So,
he said that was a lie.
Was it?
I don't know. I don't know anything. I think he's starting BS and everything he's saying. He probably got caught. But yeah, I think I saw on Twitter, he said, it's a complete lie. Okay, bro.
Do we have a new follower here?
Atara?
I don't know if I've seen that name before. Welcome. If you're new.
Welcome. Or maybe we have Alzheimer's. Not sure. That could be a thing. Are we starting to look more and more alike? Okay, so here's what I did. Oh gosh, I don't even know. Oh, it's not totally centered today. Oh dear. I was trying to split it in the center because I don't know. I was like, I'm going to do something different. I mean, a left part to a center part. It's not really big here, but I'm trying.
It's different. So I actually Gregopedia and I got married in 2017, I guess it was. And right before we got married, my hair was long. And right before we got married, I was like, oh, I just need a trim. So I jumped into one of those chain stores and I said, just give me a trim. And when I came back, my hair was like this length and I had a V cut out behind my ear, like a big V. And I was like, well, what do I do? Like, what do I do? And so Shelly Creepshow tried to fix it. She was like, "There's really nothing I can do." And so I went and I got like a legitimate, like real haircut. And I was like, I wanted to have my hair up for the wedding, and it's like 2 months away. So like I had fake hair for my wedding, like it was drama. And so I've been like kind of trying to grow it out since then. And like I got haircuts here and there. So this is actually like my natural state. Like this is what I should look like.
Your natural state? Do you have like a corpse state or something as well?
Chrysalis state before I turn into a bat. But I think it's a compliment to look like you, Alycia. So
why thank you. I had my hair short. We remember those videos where it's short and curly, but that was because I had her cut off all of the colored hair. So now I'm finally, I had her make it match again because the gray doesn't seem to get as like, I don't know. It doesn't go all the way. It's there, just doesn't show up as much. And they won't dye my hair dark. They just won't. They won't do it. They said your skin tone would not call for it. You'll look weird. Sad times.
That's like me. I can't be blonde. I look weird as a blonde.
Did I tell you that time about that I dyed my hair blonde or bleached it? Oh, it was horrible. It didn't come out blonde. It came out orange. I was trying to be Marilyn Monroe. That was horrible.
We've all done that.
Yeah.
We all tried.
We all tried. That I didn't have a super expensive lady hairdresser to help me there. So let's see. Oh, I saw Tara says she's been here. Oh, she's been here. She just keeps quiet.
Okay.
Okay. And Jay's here. We said Carla's here. So I think the whole gang seems to be here. I think
we got 58 in the house.
Welcome. Oh, we got repeat offender.
Here's my broke schlo.
And the other Giselle. Hola.
Awesome. Everybody's here. So we got a lot to talk about. There's papers in the basement, in the garage, and 50,000 here, 50,000 there. And we've got what was on your list? Well, Julian Sand was on my list. Warlock is missing. I loved that movie.
And here I was like, I just know there's an actor missing, but I don't know why. Me in the movies again.
Wait, I'm going to pull him up. You're going to know who he is when I pull him up. Okay?
I saw the picture. I don't know him. I feel like Mariah Carey. I don't know him. I don't know him. I'm I don't know. Anybody else catch on Netflix Stepfather that has the guy from Nip Tuck in it? It's a cheeseball movie, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Although there's no like nudity like there was in Nip Tuck, but I don't know that guy. I still don't know him.
I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm very upset.
I bet you are. I'm sure his family's upset. I don't know. This is like asking me if I've seen a movie. We're never going to get to that. I've seen probably most of the movies. So I don't know. Oh, Marnie has talk about Kim buying the Atala cross.
Yes, which is so much bigger than I thought it was. It's like this big. It's huge.
It looked big when I saw Diana's picture of her wearing it, and I was like, "Good Lord, what is that outfit? And why hasn't Megan copied it yet?"
I saw the listing for it, and I thought it was like a little teeny tiny cross. And then I saw that same picture of Diana wearing it. No, she didn't own it. She actually, it was a loaner. So Kim Kardashian did not buy a piece of Princess Diana's jewelry. She bought something that Princess Diana wore. So it's a little bit different. What was the son's name? Atala was the guy who owned it. His son, he passed away, and his son is now selling the items off from the estate. So selling some of the items.
So she doesn't she doesn't have like a piece of Di's jewelry, but you could say in a way maybe Di's energy, she wore it, connected in that way. Maybe I don't know. I'm stretching it a little bit, not totally. I think you could imprint energy on it, but that one's kind of a stretch. But who knows? Maybe the Kardashians need it for their next Eyes Wide Shut photo shoot or something.
So Beverly's talking about River. I just watched River trying on Princess Diana's perfume first.
Oh, I watched that one too.
Did you see the comments though? Somebody was like, how crushed was Harry when he found out that she preferred first and not second?
I did see. I was watching it on the TV, and I was like dying when he's like gonna smell it, and then how it kept going on and on after the perfume dies down. And now I'm like, I'm so curious because I thought, I was looking it up last night, Diana's perfume was, I thought it was something else, a blue something, something P starting in the beginning, and I didn't know it was first. So I didn't know, but I guess that's discontinued. The other one's still around. I don't know. I'm particular about perfumes too.
I did not yet get to that section of Harry's book. For those of you that don't know, I did buy it on audio tape. I had to, and it's hilarious.
Is it helping you with your accent work?
I think it is going to. I will try to do better. But I'm getting through the part where he was in the service. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to re-listen to it. I'm going to do some readings, and I may put those on a private platform. So just to see like what was the truth and what was made up and what wasn't contributed by him. It definitely does not feel like it was him and a ghostwriter. It feels like there's another pen in there with big swoopy calligraphy. Yeah. So, did I say audio tape?
Yes.
I started doing shorts, and I did a short I called King Charles, Prince Charles. So like I'm like living way back in the past.
I still do that. I don't call. Oh, and then he donated money, and he's won the hearts of the nation now, I guess.
Wait, who did? Prince Charles?
Oh,
King
Sausage Fingers. He donated money.
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
And so then, of course, I can't look at it as like it's such a nice thing. I'm thinking, why'd you donate money? It's like all these other super rich people who claim they're donating money to certain things, but there's some ulterior motive. So I don't know. Whatever.
That press release reminded me of the scene in Braveheart where the French princess goes back to the king, and he said she was supposed to negotiate with William Wallace, and she goes back to the king, and he goes, oh, what did you do with the money? And she goes, I donated it to the suffering of the children of this war. And he was like, see, send a woman. So
I don't think I haven't watched much of Braveheart either. Oh, goodness gracious. I got lots of movies one day I'll have to catch up on.
Here, LS is telling us he has heart issues. I know.
I don't give a shit.
Maybe we should look at King Charles too and just kind of see how he's doing. So where would you like to start? We're 15 minutes in. We can't keep the people waiting. We got to start reading.
Let's start with, okay, this is out of my entire list of things. The idea that Harry had picked Madame's clothes, and hence that's why the cosplaying has happened.
In his book, he alludes to the fact that he didn't really care about clothing, and that's why his clothing was not fitting very well. And I think that was a lean in to why her clothing was not fitting very well. So,
Does your husband pick your clothes? My husband doesn't pick my clothes. If I took him into a store and said, pick clothes for me, he wouldn't know what to do. He'd want to just go home. He doesn't have any desire to pick my clothes. He has no, that's not his forte. Harry can't pick his own clothes, so I let alone how is he picking her clothes?
So Gregopedia got me for Christmas something called an hoodie, and it's a giant hoodie made out of fleece, and it's like chartreuse green with avocados all over it.
Is it kind of like the Snuggie?
It's kind of like the Snuggie, but it's like a giant sweatshirt, and it comes down to like my knees.
I have one of those too. I got one of those for Christmas as well, but I'm a Frozen person and I love the Snuggie. So,
does yours have avocados all over it?
No, I think I have a plaid one.
I don't know why mine has avocados on it, but let me make sure my ringer is off here. It is not.
Okay.
So
let's see. Harry, are you picking those clothes for Nutmeg?
I'm going to see if this is a story that she leaked. I'm going to look at her motivation.
Okay.
Behind this.
We should always look at her motivations.
And everybody hit that like button. Go
like it. Smash it button. Smash it button. Oh my. Well, his card came up, didn't it? Oh, and you guys were asking, and I put it in a comment on the last video, or whichever video it was that I used this deck on. I don't know. This is the Desert Illuminations Tarot that I waited for quite a while to get. I don't know if she sold out, but I think it's also going into, what do they call it? Like mass publishing or whatever.
Mass production?
Yes, mass production, not mass publishing. That sounds kind of like something not good.
It took me a minute to get that out too. So
no yeah. Okay, there you go. Got you up there.
Oh, I'm up there. I'm up. I'm on my
You're on deck.
All right. So I'm sorry. I think my camera got pushed down. So let me just wiggle us back into. So incredibly professional here. I always bring so much professionalism to the tarot table. So what I've got here is this was not a very high-minded idea. Now, keep in mind, we're looking from Megan's perspective here. What was going on if she had any involvement in this? Looks like this was a negative crafted plan to create another foundation for work, a better home life, put herself in a better position on the home front, and it'll change the perspectives of others. So, it's, I think it'll be very curious to see if there is a divorce, how people are going to, and I want to see, like, when they split up, what the storylines are coming from each side, because this is trying to level the playing fields, is trying to make things a bit more even for both of them. And it was something that was purposely done with this tower in reverse. So, and I'm using the Creatures Tarot because all of them have clothing on.
Is that a Seven of Swords?
Oh yeah, Sneaky Snacker. Wait,
Sneaky Snacker. Uh-oh.
Oh, and I got to get that branding out of your face. Let me get that branding out of your face.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had branding in your face.
No problemo for moi.
So that, I think that this is the beginnings of a storyline to try and garner more sympathy. What do you have?
Similar idea. It's
I'm sorry. Let me do that for you.
Okay, gracias.
Oh, Beverly, thank you for the Sneaky Snacker tax.
Oh, nice, thank you. This is a similar idea where The way all of this comes across was, I'm picturing a manuscript. Here's my notes. Here's my idea for this. You know how you picked out that those socks for me at Christmas? You should just go ahead, take credit for picking out my wardrobe. And then it's like reading it in the book and like, I can't believe this dummy put it in the book. My luck. He doesn't have anything to do with this. This was a plan for her to, look like you're not led by whatever you would lead him by. I don't know, not his Todger, but whatever he's led by. This is like something she floated in there, and it's a bunch of
Hooey.
crap. But yeah, it's put in there intentionally. And it's kind of one of the, it feels like it's very strategic to make him look like a big old dum-dum. Later on. Perhaps not a dum-dum now. I don't know if anybody's really sunk their teeth into that at the moment. I'm sure it won't take long. Alrighty. So, where do you want to go next?
So will he be a commentator at the coronation?
Yes.
Coronation. Isn't that how he talks now that he's American?
I don't know, but I saw the little shit said he went to Graceland and he called it a badger's den. And I was like,
yes, he did.
You.
Because he didn't understand that Elvis was called the king and was a little put off by, they were saying this was the king's castle. He didn't get it. He didn't quite get it.
So he's super dense.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know Elvis? They know who Elvis is across the world.
Everybody knows who Elvis is.
Yeah. That's dumb. Badger's den. I want to see what that Olive Garden looks like inside your Badger's den of white.
He said it was cramped and claustrophobic. But I bet you he would love to be shooting TVs with Elvis in the jungle room.
Yes, and the jungle room is like, it's kind of iconic, and I don't think it's a cramped house. I mean, if you had like a bunch of other people on a tour with you, maybe. Oh,
you could sleep there, can't you? Can't you?
You know, there's a hotel across the street that Priscilla has decorated. She said this was inspired by Elvis's design style. I've seen the pictures, and if I was Priscilla, I mean, I don't like it. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just because of my in a past life design career. I don't think she did it right or gave it. Elvis would not have approved, is what I'm trying to say. My opinion.
Why? This guy is such a.
My, we're starting off. No, I don't know who's floating this. If Megs has floated this, that thinking that this could maybe be like feeling like, you know, when professional athletes aren't professional athletes anymore, so they go and they become the commentators on the whatevers, the games. This is where, like, well, I tried to set him up with a future career being a royal expert. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. She can sell it to somebody else. What do you have?
So I pulled on why he was critical of Graceland. Okay. And this was, so I always talk about the woman who complains because they want to seem discerning. And I definitely think that she is one of them. I think she is one of those people. And I have to say, thank you, Marisol, for your super sticker, darling. Thank you so much. Want to pop that up there? So I think this was his opportunity to have like an unvarnished opinion of something. Like he's going to seem so authentic in his opinion, and it's going to kind of shake the foundations and make him seem not quite so like sporty, not quite so soldiery, not quite so royal, but he's going to be like really, really real. So he's going to throw out the bathwater, he's going to throw out the baby, and he's going to like kind of look back and see how that big statement turned out. Well, this was a big risk. He was like, I'm going to throw it out. It's like the resurrection of Harry, or the recreation of Harry. So this is the plan. He's trying to see how people are going to accept that and see if they'll accept him as like a common man with millions in the bank. What's the outcome of this? 6 of Cups. He's going to be sorry that he did it. He's going to look in the rear view mirror and he's going to go, oh, it's really dumb because I have no business doing that. King of Wands in reverse. And then we also have the 5 of Cups. He's going to be looking at all that he doesn't have, and he's not going to be able to fill those other cups up. So that's what I got to say about that. I think it was a dumb move to make that statement, especially when you're trying to live in America. Just my opinion.
Oh yeah, you don't diss on our icons. So I went over and I was getting my little piece of fabric that Elvis wore. And so let's see what Elvis thinks about Harry.
Where's the fabric?
A piece of fabric. It's so like I can't.
Oh, there it is.
I cannot find this. I got this off of Etsy years ago. It says fabric fobs, personal wardrobe relic, Elvis. So this is I have one of Marilyn and I have Elvis. So let's see, what does Elvis think about this little bratty ginger dissing his abode?
I'm pulling out a different deck for Elvis.
All right. Gosh, I wish I had it. Why doesn't anybody have an Elvis tarot? Priscilla could have got all over that.
Maybe we ought to have a call with her.
We don't have enough money for licensing. I'm sure it cost an arm and a leg.
Sloppy shuffle. Everybody drink. We have to do a sloppy shuffle video.
Oh, okay. I'll make you one.
Ooh.
Okay, so oh, this is funny. He's like, poor little dimwit. He doesn't even know taste. He doesn't know class. He doesn't even know how much of a king I am. It's kind of like it's not necessarily like mad, but it's kind of like, bro, you don't even know what you don't know. So, nice try. Try again.
Just gotta do this. It's like a sneaky snacker night.
It is. My goodness.
So what does Elvis think of Prince Harry? That boy's got too much. He needs to get together with some people and work. And then he'll find out that he didn't have it so bad. And he was miserable for no reason. And then he could start anew. He's got to find Jesus. He needs Jesus. And then he's going to find out what a jerk he was. He was terrible. He's being terrible to his mama and he doesn't even know it. And then up here, he's going to realize when he's got nothing. You know, Elvis was great. Elvis was a superstar. But, see, he would never say superstar, though.
No.
He would never say superstar. But Elvis didn't know how to hang on to his money. He lived like a king, but he didn't know how to hold on to his money. But his heart was true. This guy, his heart's not true. So he needs to take a lesson. He needs Jesus.
Don't be cruel.
Don't be cruel.
He needs Jesus. He's too bad he's married to El Diablo or La Diabla.
And Beverly did sneaky snack attacks. Thank you, Beverly. Sneaky snack attack.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So we got that out of the way.
So, Robin, I'm going to agree with you. I do think that Elvis thinks that he is a little bit of a, yeah. Oh, did I do that? Oh, the Elvis voice was good? Oh, good. Okay.
I mean, I was starting to think there was some other voice you had in there, but I couldn't place it, so I couldn't say. It's Elvis mixed with someone else.
Ice Cube? Was it Elvis and Ice Cube?
No, I like the first name that popped in my mind was Elvis and Kanye. Like when Kanye went to interrupt Taylor and it's like, let me talk, or whatever he said.
Beyonce had the best video. Beyonce.
I don't know. That was kind of like, I'm not sure what it was. Anyhow, all right. So where are we going next? Do we want to look at their little mouthpiece that's been in kind of getting markled?
Oh, me.
Now let me see if I can find what the story is, because I need to go on to the Twitter. They're talking about some training.
Oh, I know what it was. So in finding
Freebies?
freedom dollars,
Yeah.
He detailed that there was a MI6 or MI5 training where like threw her in a trunk and like taught her how to fight and like do all this stuff, which I don't doubt there was some kind of training like that, but it might not be as extensive as it was. But so now he said that, and Harry said something similar in his book. So there's again, there's like a discrepancy between the two stories.
So Richard Eden has a column. It says Prince Harry claims lapdog. Omid Scobie's account is all utter nonsense. In Spare, claims the account of how Meghan Markle allegedly underwent unsparing kidnap training is all utter nonsense in the scathing memoir. And then Omid said this, I think, came to him through the palace or something. Who knows? Scobie's account. Oh, here it says Scobie's account claims the training, which all senior members of the royal family except the Queen have completed, is preparation for high-risk security scenarios, including kidnapping, hostage situations, and terror attacks. She took part in a staged kidnapping where she's bundled into the back of a car and taken to a different location, then saved by officers firing off the kind used in a Hollywood filming. I hope not on the Rust set, for realism. And during this mock kidnapping, Meghan was even taught to develop a relationship with the enemy. She was also instructed. There's so many things I could say about that.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. She was also instructed on how to drive a car while in pursuit. A source said it was an extremely intense and scary experience for Meghan, but one that she was grateful to have gone through. I'm feeling very much Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard coming up here too.
Sorry.
And then it says Kate didn't undergo her training until after her wedding to William, but her training took place earlier, as the couple had received an unusually high number of threats. And then, according to Harry, this is all utter nonsense.
Mm-hmm. So Harry's refuting it. I thought Harry had something in his book about it, about their training. It was with his mother and William that they had training.
Okay.
So I apologize. I've had a rough day.
Yes. So then, okay, so Scooby-Doo writes about this, and then Harry says, that didn't happen. So now is Scooby about to be markled?
So let's look first at how Scooby-Doo is feeling, and then I'll look at Meghan and you'll look at Harry, how they're feeling about it. Yes?
Okay. So
sound good?
Yes, so let's go into how Scooby feeling about this.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo,
where are you? Have you heard the Spanish version of Scooby-Doo? I do enjoy it.
No, but I'm very upset that the series Velma is getting really, really bad reviews. I haven't watched it yet. I always thought there was a good story about Velma. I loved like the side characters. Like when I was in college, I wrote a short story about Chuck Cunningham, how he went off to college and that's why he disappeared from Happy Days because he
He
started
never
touring with
showed up
the,
again, huh? He never came home for holidays or anything.
because he went on tour with the Grateful Dead.
Oh,
In my story, he fell in with Grateful Dead heads and he went on tour with the Grateful Dead
all right. Well,
forever. That's what happened to Chuck Cunningham in my world.
oh, okay. Whatever happened to Leather Tuscadero?
She's still alive.
I know. She's all, what was it?
Ah, yeah. Stumbling in. I loved her. I thought she was so cute.
I wanted to be her.
Yeah, I thought Pinky was a jerk. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Nobody
But
likes
anyway,
Pinky.
so how is Scooby-Doo feeling? He's just hanging back right now. He definitely is feeling like this is a breakup. And he has some things that he can say about this non-producing Queen of Swords, but he's kind of holding his aces close to his chest. He does feel exiled. He does feel like he's cast out. And this was a situation where he thought he was building a future with people. And no, 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 he is not. So is he worried about his relationship just with the Harkles? Yes, he thinks that that is over. What about his relationship as a royal correspondent? Yes, that is over as well. How is the rest of his career going to go? He thinks the world does not like him. Let me just shuffle real quick. Shuffle real quick. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, I'm flipping my hair around. So he's got one chance to resurrect. He's all right. So you know, like when you go to battle and you're like in Zelda and you have like a quiver of arrows on your back and you're fighting and you're fighting and you've got that one quiver left and you got to save it for the big boss. That's what he's doing. He's got one big story in him that he can drop and he's going to have to coast the rest of his life on it. His career is over after this. He's got nothing. He's not going to be, no one's going to want to touch him with a 10-foot pole. He's not going to be a royal correspondent. He's not going to get into any inner circles to write any books. So he's going to hold on to this blast out until the moment is right and he can maximize his money, invest it, and then live off it for the rest of his life. What do you have, my dear?
Yes, it's a similar thing. He is pissed off person. He knows he's like, this is like, he's been voted off of their Olive Garden Island. And interesting, because I have the same thing. He's plotting to do with, he has a piece of information he wants to share. And he's plotting on how to share it. It looks like he's currently like, all right, that's how it is. I'm no longer a part of your team. I'm walking away from you. And as I walk away, I'm going to plot what stories I'm going to share. Because there's a kind of a quiet rage inside about how much work he's been doing, heavy lifting. But yeah, he's getting markled and he's gonna spill. I'm curious, do they have money to pay him off to keep him from spilling?
I'm going to see what the information he has is.
Okay,
Robin, Susie Quattro did not die. She's still alive. I thought she had died years ago. She is still alive.
well, Pinky, the one that played Pinky, passed. That's what Robin's saying.
Oh. No. No. Oh, yes. Roz Kelly.
Oh. All right. Harkles, do you got money to keep Scooby-Doo quiet? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, ¿dónde están?
Queso con papa fritas.
They might find something to do This feels like they want to first try emotional manipulation. God, who does this? If they have to pay, they might pay. Yeah, and they might use some type of NDA legal thing that he signed in the past that might kind of handcuff him. So that might be keeping him from directly letting stuff out. What do you got?
So the information, the story that he has isn't about the kids or tiaras or anything like that, but it's about conduct. It's about how people were treated. And I think his story comes into this. I think he's not allowed to say what he witnessed, heard how he witnessed them treating people, but he'll be able to say how they treated him. I think that's going to be his story. So, but he's hanging on there. There was definitely inequity of treatment of people in the house. Basically, just they were treated like servants, not like people that were dedicating their lives to the royal family. He is weighing this very carefully, but I think the story will be his. Like I was once a poor young lad from South London or wherever he's from. And I, worked my way up and then fell in with the Harkle team, and they, treated me great at first. And then there was gaslighting. And then they treated me very badly. So I think that's kind of the story. I think we're going to get the story of Omid Scobie, which I think would sell like hotcakes. Like if he's on the inside, like I think that would sell like hotcakes.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't trust him though. It's kind of like I was trying to think like so today I saw this video on Twitter with Tila Tequila talking about the Eyes Wide Shut gang. Like, I don't know. Now she's talking about like, oh, it's real and whatnot. And I'm like, girl, you were like so out there however many years ago. I don't know that I trust anything comes out of your mouth now, right? So I don't know that it would sell like hotcakes. It could be like if we're using sell like hotcakes, like Spare has sold, where it didn't really sell like hotcakes because they probably bought a lot of their own stock. Maybe.
Word on the street is that they did that distribution sales. So they send out all of the copies to different vendors and retailers, and those are considered sold because they're on the floor, but they're not actually sold until they're sold, and they may get returned. So that $1 million million copies in the first day may have just been the ones that were shipped. Let's look at that. Let's see if those were the books that were shipped or if people really bought this. I bought it. I like,
you bought it on audio tape, okay?
Well, I'm listening to it while I'm whittling on the front porch. I got my Walkman. I'm listening to it on the front porch.
Oh, goodness. All right, let's check out. See, let's look into this bestseller. Or they say it was the fastest selling bestseller or some nonsense like that.
Yes, because social media. I gotta take some clothes off here, guys. Woo!
Woo! Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
I do look like I'm naked. Look, I have no clothes on.
Oh, there you go. Let's see if we can get some more people in there. Hey, people. This is Naughty Tarot. Nudie Tarot.
Come on, we need 25 more people. Take off another piece of clothing. No, I'm kidding.
So I'll go first. I don't think it's necessarily what they're saying, best selling, fastest selling, whatever. I think it has a decent amount of sales. He definitely got his coin. But I think we're going to be seeing this winding up at the dollar stores and the Dollar Trees. They're going to be looking to offload the ones they didn't sell. So I'm not seeing it as fastest, bestest, whatever type seller. What do you got?
I'm seeing the same thing. This was something that they did They put out money for this. It's not because it's any great work of fiction. It's not because the people are digging it. The ones that are digging it are kind of like me, like they want to watch the train wreck. They just want to see what this is all about. The messaging is very poor, and to be sure, like that's why I'm listening to it, because I just want to see what this messaging is. Like, what is the point of this book? Like, if you're going to write a book, like I wrote a book about, it's called The Luckies. It's not published, but it's about the 80s and coming into this town of affluence, and how all these kids of privilege. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so riveted by this story, because I grew up with kids of privilege, and it was kind of shocking because I came from a working class town, and like all of a sudden I was with all these kids that were getting $500 a week for lunch money. I was like, oh my god, like how do you eat $500 worth of food? You're this skinny.
Shit, I thought I was shitting in high cotton if I got $20 when I went somewhere. My goodness.
Exactly. It was crazy. It was crazy. So, I wrote a book about it, and the point of the story is that like there was all this excess, and the Luckies are a group of people that are kind of Teflon, and they don't get in trouble for anything. So like it was like, oh, money equals privilege equals, absolution from anything that you do. You really don't have to do it. You really don't have to be responsible for anything or accountable for anything. So what is the story of this book? I don't know what the story of this book is, and that's why I'm listening to it. Because I really do want to see like what he is presenting. Now, if I get to the end of it and there's no story, I'm pretty sure that part 2 that they're teasing now is coming, and there's going to be some kind of story there where it's a condemnation of the institution that he was born into. So I think that's coming. This may be like, if it's a 1-2 punch, this may be the 1 punch just to kind of knock him back a little, and the 2 is going to be what really knocks him back. So I don't think
that could be tying into I think Neil Sean had posted something about Harry's 12-point apology or whatever he wants. And if he doesn't get it, he's going to continue on the destructive path. And so, oh my gosh, what a life. You're so obsessed with. Obsessed. Now, this is interesting. Now, Robin said Aspera got a $20 million advance for this book. And then Marisol said he needs more than 20 million, because that's nothing with the 2 of them, right? And I was thinking about, I'm like, is that 20 million already gone? Has to be, right?
Let's take a look.
All right, let's see.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh man.
It's like beer. Oh my goodness. Oh,
That's not good.
So strength in reverse. This is not having any control over those baser instincts: spending, eating, drinking, drugging, whatever. 5 of Pentacles is broke. Temperance is not having any balance. Queen of Wands is not having any ideas about how to either manage that or move forward. And the Page of Swords is somebody who is just bitching and complaining about it. The Star is like, oh, well, there's always going to be money in the future. And then Death underneath is that this is like they're on the path to a bankruptcy. Let's call it that. Bankruptcy.
I bet. Well, I don't know what a rupee is going for, but they probably wish they had a rupee.
So do they have anything left? They wish. They still have that inheritance. They have a bit of the inheritance, but they're not watching it. The idea behind this is we can always make it back. We can always make it back. They're like gamblers in a casino right now. They get it. They're in debt. They get it. They spend it, and then they come up with more ideas about what monies they need. So am I out of focus here?
Oh, there you go.
No. Okay. That's better.
I don't know. I can read it now. I'm quite sure if it was out. So similar. Money came in, money went out. Darling, perhaps we shouldn't be having the caviar tonight. Would you like a hot dog? We might be like, I don't know if they have a banker on call, but we might be calling the banker. Things are a struggle because either they're calling the banker, because I assume Dad's not taking the calls anymore, the bank of Chuck. So if we can't call the bank of Chuck, we're calling a banker or somebody. So yeah, that's no good. Man, can you imagine? I wish I had $20 million. He probably can't even pay his gas bill up there at the Olive Garden.
I'm going to be honest. If I had $20 million, I'd fuck it up. I'm pretty sure I'd fuck it up.
I don't know. I think, well, that's a problem. If people knew you got the $20 million, then they would all be after you too. That would be the problem.
Because the third thing I would do is buy like a couple of Victorian houses next to each other and call up Alycia Wicker. Alycia, we got houses in Texas. We got to call Beverly.
Well, then we won't see. That's the thing. You have to put the money like aside somewhere, like just so you can't touch it. You don't know it's there. Like put it in a separate account and you just leave it there. Just don't buy like dumb shit. Like don't buy a cross that Princess Diana wore once in an auction. You don't have to lose your millions.
I would buy like Edgar Casey's shoes. Like I would do stuff like that.
Wait, we could do that for the business because then it would be like we're charging money for tours to see his shoes.
Walk a mile in Edgar Casey's shoes.
Then we'll get them bronze so we don't wear them out, and then they can just step into his shoes and take a picture.
Like baby shoes? Remember?
Yeah. We'll do it because it'll be kind of like a creepy Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, you know what? I would love that. I would love that.
It would be great. It's kind of like the Mutter Museum, but it's more accessible, so you could touch like creepy stuff.
Beverly's icing down the liquor, waiting for us to get there.
Awesome. Gosh, I wish. Get me.
Carla, how are your eyes?
Oh my gosh, do you have eye bleach?
Yeah, are you okay?
I think I used that phrase today. Oh, in one of the videos I was recording for the Moon Moth Manor that's not going to make it to the Tube of the U. I believe I was saying, I'm sorry I don't have eye bleach for your mind's eye. So yeah. Ugh.
So my tattoo artist saw something horrific. And it was XEX related. And he was like, I was like, oh my God, like I said, eye bleach or something. And he was like, I need a soul brush.
I'm curious, like, okay, so I didn't see anything like that today, Carla. The only thing I saw today was a video, or no, it's a photo. And somebody was trying to say that it was her next to Andy on a boat. It didn't really look like her though, because it had hips.
The girl that I know what you're talking about, that woman is too tall.
Yeah, I was like, and yeah, I'm like, and Nutmeg doesn't have a shape. So, but I'm curious. I know, was it you that told me you saw the video? Somebody I know saw the video.
I saw it as well. And I don't think it's her. I think it's a lookalike. I think somebody, you know how they do that? Like, like in Times Square, they would have like celebrity pictures up on their like peep shows and stuff. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here, but they'd like have like celebrity pictures, and now they have like the celebrity picture, but they modify it a little. They do like a deep fake thing. I don't think it was a deep fake video. I think it was somebody who looked a lot like her. She definitely looked shorter. And I couldn't get a good look at the feet, but I think she had shoes on or something.
Well, if I had her feet, I'd have shoes on too. If I was any type of video that I was doing, just saying.
Are they that bad? Like I didn't see them.
You've never seen Markle's feet?
No.
Oh, you're in for a surprise. That might be worse than the video. And I'm not saying I'm over here with some beautiful ass feet, but they're not Markle feet. Just saying.
I'm going to add some value to this, and this is a little bit gross, guys, but I'm going to add some value. So, I have had I used to be a runner, and so I have like my second toe is a little bit longer than my first toe, and so it has like discoloration on it from running because it rubs onto the sneaker. And it turned, I went to the doctor and I was like, is this fungus? Like, is this like, something I should be worried about? And he was like, no. And then the next toe started to get weird, like the big toe. So, like it's like the nails kind of funky. And I went to the dermatologist and he's like, oh, yeah, that's toe fungus. Like you just buff it off. Like it's not a big deal. So I did that and like it just kept coming back. So I read online that I used like a whole bunch of like toe fungus things. Such a gross conversation, TMI. And and like more people are jumping on. And I kept using like the topical like RX treatments.
Yeah.
And nothing was working. And then I read that you could like some of them are bacterial and you can use Neosporin. I started using Neosporin, my toes fixed.
Man, that shit's like it's like magic. It's like WD-40.
It pretty much is. Like you could just do anything with Neosporin.
I don't know if you could roast a chicken, but you can do a lot of things with it.
I don't think I'd put it on chicken.
No?
No.
Would you put it on your Todger?
Oh God. The whole chapter is like he can't stop talking about it.
But does he talk about how he ended up in that position?
No. He just was in the North Pole and then magically he comes home and he has a little bit of frost nip on his ear and I think his cheek. And then hi honey. You're here now.
Let me tell you about my foot fungus.
So he doesn't say how it happened, but he goes into detail about going to the doctor and the doctor didn't know it was him. And then he came in the room and goes, oh, it's you. Like he's so hung up on his celebrity. It's really annoying. And the doctor said, time heals. I know better than anyone else that time does not heal.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He must be exhausting to be around.
If he's like that in real life, yes, exhausting is definitely a word.
Wow.
So, yeah, serendipity. There was a story that he was drinking with some of the boys and went outside to by the way, Gregopedia, I keep taking this on and off, so I'm gaining viewers with this. Most viewers ever. Fastest bunch of viewers ever. So I promise topless tarot. So yeah, there was a story that they were drinking. He went outside to relieve himself and didn't come back in. And the security guards went out to grab him, and he was face down in the snow because they were having a tipple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and I guess it doesn't need to be.
It's awesome every time he says it. Nestled in marmalade.
I have not seen that video. I need to go see that one. I haven't had any time to watch my YouTube videos. God, that sounds like hilarious. I need to hear River say it. I love it.
River is a pip, and like I just can't stop with
That's
him.
what we would do. Okay, so I'm spending your money for you. So if you won $20 million, we would fly over and find River, and then we would like do tarot and gossip talk.
Here we go. Here's the plan. Okay. We rent part of Castle Goring.
I don't really like it. Have you seen it? Like how it has two different styles, the front and the back, and
No, I didn't see that. But that way we can kind of have everybody there and we can have some fun together.
I don't know that I want to hang with Lady C though. I'm just being honest. I watched some of her videos. I can't take her for too long. I can't imagine being in the house with her. And I don't know. I think she's a lot.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna come right back.
Okay, she's gonna come back. Sunny says he's a triple earth sign. Capricorn ascendant, 99 times out of 100, it proves correct. Oh. Is that what we're talking about? Who are we disagreeing? Who? Are we talking about the Todger? Or are we talking about... I don't know. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Oh. Serendipity said P. Dinah stayed there. At Castle Goring. So I saw, there was a video way back when that I saw, I don't know if Lady C was giving a tour. Like, inside looks pretty. The outside's just weird. I like one side of the house and I don't like the other side of the house. So I think that's whatever.
Sorry, kids.
Oh, Marnie said can stay at the Savoy. Maybe.
At the Savoy.
Ah.
Not
Yeah.
Soho House. We're not staying there.
Oh, God, no. We can't go there because you have to be half a demon to get in. You can't get in there. Just... Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so where do we want to go next? What else has happened? I don't know. It's always like 5 o'clock and somebody's dropping news. So let's check the Twitters. And if you guys have stuff, put it in there in the comments.
So I want to take a look and see about Julian Sand.
Oh, your boyfriend that I don't know about. Okay. That's fine to me.
So you look at the Twitters and I'll see what's going to be the outcome with Julian Sand.
Okay. Oh, there was a bizarre vajayjay cloud. Sends Twitter to the sky.
Oh, God. Julian Sand. It's going to take us a while to find him. He's a warlock. Fuck.
Marto?
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna find him. No, I don't think they're gonna find him till the spring. I think it's gonna take a while. Yeah, but I did get a sneaky snacker, so let's cheer ourselves up.
Let's play. Why are you getting a sneaky snacker in this?
So the sneaky snacker in this deck is a little bit different because it's the Thoth Tarot. So the Seven of Swords is more wisdom and coming out of that chaos and getting all of this kind of wisdom. It's like coming through the shit and becoming better. So like when it's in reverse, we're not.
Okay.
We're not. We're kind of seeing, you could see the reflection of the stag in there, and he's like a different deer. He's not the same. He's not the same.
It's not the same. Not the same energy. Okay, but look at this. I don't know if this is breaking news or not. Do we see this? Meghan Markle.
Where'd that come from?
It's on the Twitters. And so there's this little story here. I think this is from the Reddit. So based on some tea recently provided by Secondhand Coke, whoever that user is, we now have a sense of why Megs has been so quiet. She has a new project in the works, a video called Unforgiven. It is expected out sometime in January. That's right, this month. No word on who is to distribute, but based on the abruptness of its arrival, she just might upload it to YouTube. The blurb on IMDb is: drama, controversy, reconciliation. Meghan Markle was thrown into the spotlight in 2017 after a whirlwind romance with Prince Harry took center stage. Why is it spelled like English style? Their incredible journey has been filled with highs and lows, and now as we enter 2023, her story takes even more expected twists and turns, falling in and out of favor with the press and public alike. Meghan has proven to divide the opinions of royal followers around the world. This is her story. Yep, we've never heard her story before. The IMDb entry is here. So
Have we not heard her story?
we haven't. Never heard of her story.
Uh,
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thanks, Beverly.
Thank you, Carla.
Thanks, Carla. I'm gonna star some of the things people put in. Serendipity. Invited to travel to the coronation,
What?
but she can't leave her hubby. My goodness. That sounds, I don't know. That seems like a lot of people. I might not want it.
With the coronation?
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like when you see all those people that show up for all the royal events, and I'm like, too many people.
My brother, my former brother-in-law and former sister-in-law, who I adore, and they live in Peterhead, Scotland. Their son is my nephew that's was Queensguard, now he's Kingsguard. They went to the Jubilee and they said it was amazing.
Really? Even with
Yeah.
all those people?
They said it was amazing.
Maybe those people are better than the California people I'm around that I hate. Perhaps. So Excitable 67. This is Excitable's request. The docs in the basement.
Let's do it.
All right. So all the documents have come. Well, we don't know. We can't say all. Corrine. Damn it.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, I just got her name down the other day, and she said the whole investigation was completed, and then it wasn't. There was more. So let's see. What's up? What's the current state of our docs in the basement?
Wait, the ones that we found, or do we want to know if there's like a more?
I just want to. I'm asking in a way of like the state of the documents that he's not supposed to be having. So leaving it open ended. If we find out there's more to come, but there's more, I'm hoping that'll pop up in my spread. We'll just say the state of the documents he's not supposed to have. Oh, you're out of focus again. Oh, there it went. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Did you see it? Beverly, you are a treasure. You are an absolute treasure.
Oh, goodness.
So, this I said this before, I think last week. This is to erode the foundation to get him to move on. He's not budging, though. He wants to stay there. So, but wait, there's more. Billy Mays is going to rise up from the graves and be like, but wait, there's more. There's no, what is it? Fix a flat, that sealing tape?
Flex Seal?
Flex Seal ain't gonna fix this.
No.
So he is trying to preserve his reputation, but it's not working. It's not working. He's all on his own on this, and he's just he has no advisors that are really advising him well. I want to look a little bit deeper before we switch over to you. And again, I'm going to ask, is this a collective plan to remove him from the ballot for the next time? 10 of Pentacles. Yes, that'll make everybody happy. Page of Pentacles. They've got somebody, and it's going to work. It's going to take time. This is a slow drip feed. They're going to destroy his legacy, though. Like, the whole thing behind this is they're going to destroy his legacy. And off this, they're going to piggyback and say, well, we made a bad choice with that one. We're going to try and correct it. We've got a better choice. And they're going to put a woman. It's going to be a woman again. I don't know if it's going to be her. I'm not with her. It might be her.
I don't think it's her. I think when I looked into it, it was like she's a place filler or something.
Yeah, it's not going to be her.
Good night, Deborah.
Good
Sleep
night, Deborah.
tight.
Feel good, honey.
Beverly, how dare you? He's not my boy. I don't want him either.
I don't know if he is that universally palatable unless, you know, they're going to do something about it. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like when I was looking into it, there's somebody they're working on, like they're spiffing him up right now. So I don't know. I wasn't necessarily getting that it was him. It could be. But it looked like she's on her way out. She's just a placeholder. She got other things she got to do, other exciting adventures. So this is not good for him. He's trying to hold on for dear life. Whatever they're trying to make him want to do, he doesn't want to do. He thinks, God only knows why he thinks this. He thinks he's got an ace in the hole to make this all better for everybody involved. It's not.
I've been in government for 850 years.
It's almost like I think he thinks like because he's been in government 850 years that he will be able to perhaps bring out some things that don't look good on other people. You know, that male that is colored black, he might be wanting to whip kind of that stuff out. And I'm also thinking like there's some, I don't know if it's like some obscure law or something he wants to cling on to, like a branch in a hurricane or something, to just keep extending it. And so, like, technicality keeping him in. So, there's something here, some other little game he's trying to play. It doesn't look like it works, but he's trying. Come on, man.
Feel better, TD. Tarot Destiny's not feeling so good either.
Oh, take care, babe. So good old corn pop. Good Lord.
Are we going to find more? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Let's
did
see.
You get that sense?
I get that. I don't know that there's something else coming, but I'm not getting if it's documents. But let's see.
What else is coming? What's our surprise?
There's a new video of him touching someone inappropriately. I did see that on Twitter.
Again?
At this time, I think it's his granddaughter.
Oh, good Lord.
I saw that one yesterday. I was like, oh, good Lord. Stop it, bro. Oh, he's going to be battling. Oh, they're sending in all of the flying monkeys with all. Oh, they're letting it all come out. He doesn't even know what's coming for him. He thinks he knows. He don't know. Oh, they're just gonna let everybody out to come get him. Oh, he's gonna feel like he's an Apple store and everyone's just coming in to take what they want and desecrate him for their purposes.
Oh.
Oh.
Every time. I love it.
Goodness gracious. I love that little dumb thing. Okay, so what you got?
So, Two of Pentacles, and you know, this was their opportunity to continue with the foundation that they started with that previous administration. But they have to raise it to the ground. They have to just raise it to the ground. They're going to throw all of this information out. They're going to reveal every piece of dirt about him is going to get out. Thank you, Beverly, for sneaky snacker tax.
Thanks, Beverly.
Every bit is going to come out. They're going to really show him as just persona terrible. And then it's going to be this resurrection. They're going to be like, all right, now we got rid of him. And it's like this really amazing resurrection. We're going to move forward with happiness and good stuff. We have a lot of good ideas. We're going to move away from that dark period, you know, and I guarantee you, they're going to blame it on 45. They're going to be like, the whole milieu was like set because of 45. 45 did this. His fault.
No, good try on pinning that one. That's a stretch. Even 45 was pooing on him.
Pooing. You said pooing.
Pooing. He is pooing all over him. Okay, so let's see. What did we have starred next? Okay, we talked about that. We talked about that. Oh, let's look into.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking that down. Go ahead.
Okay.
You click on it.
The Netflix CEO resigned. What's up with that? There's been so many resignations of all these CEOs in the past couple years. Did he get markled? Did he get a better deal somewhere else? Does he? Maybe he's gonna take over something spectacular. Maybe he's coming over to Meta. Never mind, they're firing people. Where can he be going? There has been a lot of talk on crazy days and nights, and of course you have to take those blinds with a grain of salt, but talking about like there's some shady money stuff that happens over there.
Sad times. I think he's relieved. I think he's relieved that he's leaving.
Yeah, I think he got a better deal elsewhere. Like it's been a plan to get out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there was a lot of bullshit going on over there. I don't think he liked it. I don't think the direction that it was going, he was really happy with. I keep getting like this. I keep hearing "Secret Lovers," the song.
I got the lover's card.
Yeah, and then I got the Two of Cups here. So, like, he's partnering up with something else. Like, there's something bigger that's going together. There's like some kind of weird merger thing going on. And I think it's with like a movie studio and a streaming service. Like, there's something much larger that they're going to put together. He didn't like what was happening with Netflix. Like, it's almost like there was too much and it was like too cheap. It was starting to become like a very Kmarty kind of thing. Like they just have too many things on there. It's like too many choices. Nobody knows what to look at. But you know, looking at things on the brighter side, he is going to a place of less financial benefit. He's taking a chance and he's going to a place with less financial benefit, but he's very like there's a stress reliever here. Like he's very relieved and he's glad that he got out when he did. So, Sunny Girl, dang, thank you. I will send that over to Alycia.
Oh, thank you, Sunny Girl, you sweetheart. I was too busy looking here. Okay, similar idea. Okay, so what I'm looking at here on my spread is yes, he's like definitely like been planning for this. He's gone into partnership with somebody else. Almost there's this idea that he wasn't appreciated for the stuff he was able to spin over there. And he was kind of like, I got paid well for the job, but it's not really they're not using him to the best of his abilities, whatever the hell they are. And it felt like there was a lot of time he's over there trying to cover up secrets and trying to balance like the legit business part with the shenanigans happening behind the scenes. And so then when I'm looking over here, I pulled out, so I went and I bought the Mildred Payne Pocket Oracle, the one you have, because I wanted that coloring, because that red and black deck is like not the easiest for me to read. So anyway, he wanted to establish roots, be his guiding light. He wanted to get away from this, the shadiness that's happening over there at the Netflix. And he's feeling like he was kind of like a puppet over there. So he's looking for some peace that he was not getting over at the Netflix. So that's what I've got. Did you pull more cards?
Yeah, I did. I got the same thing that, there's the beast is wrapped up in here. That devil. The devil is there. So he was like kind of stuck. He was stuck there. And now his eyes are opened. He sees all the negativity and he's very happy for where he's going. So I wonder, I know Disney has a lot of stuff that's changing. Didn't like Bob Iger go back to Disney? And
Yes, he came back, I
let's
think.
see, let's see if this guy's headed to Disney. Let's see if he's like headed there. Like I'm just that's totally intuitive, but like, is he headed that way? And Excitable 67 said he's still going to be at Netflix, but in a step down role.
Hmm.
No, but he's not going to be at Disney, but there's
Well,
what do you have?
he might like not official. I think he's like talking over there though.
But it's not going to be home. It's
No,
not going to
no.
be like there's talking, but he's not going there. Like he's not going to be like a person over at Disney, but there's talking, which is
Yeah.
weird because Disney has their own production studio and streaming service. So I don't know. I mean, I'm throwing it out there. Let's see what you have.
I have a sneaky snacker, of course.
Ooh.
So
He has been out. Wait, hang on.
so he's a busy little man tonight. So I think there's other partnerships that he's doing. I would it'd kind of be interesting if there's like two other companies he's like kind of working with, and he's working with Disney on the down low. Maybe he's talking like we might be getting ready for megapalooza of streaming services merging.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking there's like a major, like we want to pull resources because it makes sense because we are getting to a point, like there's a bunch of them, and maybe they're figuring, can we consolidate some of these? So I think there's some other things going on behind the scenes.
We're getting a Netflix studio here.
You're getting a studio there?
Yeah, there was a military base right by my parents' house that shut down, and it's actually very pretty. It's called Fort Monmouth, and Netflix is going to put a studio there. Deal has been cut.
Oh, I think our old base. They think what is it? El Toro. That was Orange County. I think they put in like apartments or some shit.
Yeah, that was something they talked about at one point. But they're going to do studios there. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So then Marnie also asked, will Spotify follow? Is the Spotify CEO going to step down?
They're all having lunch. They're all at Starbucks with Jack from Twitter.
Yeah. Listen here. Who's buying Starbucks? It's rather expensive these days.
Elon's like calling in like pizza and BOMB threats.
Elon's probably like, come eat the food that nobody comes to Twitter to work for eats. Come and eat my food. All right, Spotify, are you gonna follow?
Do people pay for Spotify?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I don't have it.
I mainly pay for it for my offspring, but I did listen to it today because I wanted to listen to some Lisa Marie Presley music. I think he's keeping his options open. I don't know that I'm not seeing that he's like, he's always just scanning to see, but I don't get it that he's necessarily hitting the road. He keeps his doors open. That's how I'm getting. Like, he might be thinking there's some other shit over here, which he's worried about, but it doesn't. He's always fielding offers. Like, it feels like a backup plan.
I'm getting that he's not going anywhere. He's just going to sit tight, gird his loins, and see what comes his way. He's not moving on this yet. There's a money factor. If somebody wants to come to him with some money making ideas, like, yeah, maybe he'll make a move, but
I think
not motivated by anything but a lot of money, by like a shit ton of money.
Interesting. I wanted to see what the hell he was worried about here while he, has his backup options. I think we might be getting to a point here. There might be another little drama coming. It looks like he figures out again, like how to navigate it, like the drama they had with the Joe Rogan thing. But he might be having to deal with another drama coming with Spotify that he's going to have to soothe over. So something must be brewing over there. God, can you imagine Harry and Meghan get a talk show?
Oh. Well, they haven't told their story yet, so.
I know. I wish I knew what it was. So going back to Corn Pop, will they find the actual link to the Sun with that rent money?
What do you mean?
Hey,
everybody's paying $50,000 a month.
You're getting a steal. You know what rent is in San Francisco? Can you imagine?
If my rent was $50,000 a month in an apartment, I would expect the carpets to have some kind of vacuum system under them that they would suck the dirt into them. You would never have to vacuum.
That's a brilliant idea. Why doesn't somebody do that? I mean,
some Ray Bradbury shit right there.
Yeah, just like, like how they have those litter mats for the cat litter where the cats step out and the litter goes down underneath and you just put it back into the litter box. I think that would be great. Somebody should do that. I think it's going to come out. They're going to find the link. They're going to see that this goes back way farther than I'll say the normies would even know how far back this goes. It looks like this is going to bring in all of the other entities that are connected to this.
Wait, are you looking at the cards I'm getting?
No.
Sun, moon.
Oh, I had the moon. You have the sun. Then the three of pentacles. Oh, interesting. So I think it's coming out. It's going to be deeper, wider, bigger.
Coming up. I want the world to know my rent's so expensive. So I think we're going to find out that Nimrod was pocketing some of this. I think we're going to find out that Nimrod was actually backdooring.
Not restricting.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out that he was backdooring Dad. And he's going to talk his way out of it. We know that. We know he's going to be like, but Dad, meh, meh.
But
I'm
Dad,
for the family. Oh, it's for the legacy. Meh.
I needed the money to buy art supplies and straws.
Yeah, I think part of this story, you got the part that like we're gonna find out like the douchey, slushing that was going on. But I think part of it we're gonna find out that he was actually backdooring and pocketing some of that money and spending it like it was. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Oh, excited about 67 backdooring Dad. There's a pair. I
feel like we could make a video with that title.
I got to tell the backdoor story at my house. So, my son's father, when he picks him up, he always comes to the back door, and we can't see him coming. Like, we now have a camera back there, but like we couldn't see him coming. So it'd be like all of a sudden the dog be barking, like everybody be freaking out. So Greg got mad about it one day and he was like, you have to tell him to come to the front door. So we like, know he's coming. He goes, the back door is for family only.
Oh, that's funny.
I immediately started laughing and he was like, and I go, no, we're getting a sign that says
the back doors for family only. You should open an Etsy shop like that. And then everybody could customize it with their last name. The back doors for the Wickers only. Oh, goodness. Oh, Excitable 67 had a good thought there. We didn't see Sneaky Stacker for most of December, and now it's like going to town.
No, I know. He's back. He was on vacation.
Yeah, going to town. Oh, so Jill has quick read on what the Tesla Twitter king is doing. What's he up to?
Hang on, I gotta get his deck.
Oh, do you have a special musky deck?
The Dark Mansion Tarot. I always read for him with this.
Oh, let's see. Oh, sounds like him and Harry would get along well. He can bring the EA cream. Oh, goodness.
You know, the sad thing is that I think they would get along. Nimrod and Harry, I think they would get along great. I think they would be like chest bumping and bro slapping and
hanging with ladies of the night, painting with straws. Yeah, I think I could see it. It might be even a toss-up too for which one has more hair. Maybe Nimrod does. Not by much. He's doing shady shit. He's doing shady shit. Did he get another bitch pregnant?
Get out of my head. Seriously?
Just wondering.
If he didn't do that, I think that he's got another romance going on. I think he is trying to put together a deal with this lovely lady. But it's not like he's putting together like a relationship, like, hey, I really like you and I want to hang out with you more and like, you know, have dinner with you every night and watch our brood grow. He's like, hey, we need to put this together. Your genetics are really good and I want to make sure that I sustain this. And, you know, the planet's dying, so we may as well like make this happen. Like, what do you say? You know, like it's just such a very scientific, kind of logical, clinical, like, and I hesitate to say relationship, but like,
I don't see relationship, but I do see mixing shit in a factory or wherever they do it. Where do they do it? In a laboratory? Similar idea. I'm thinking he's found some lady. She's undercover right now, and the relationship didn't work out, but he's liking what she's got. He wants to whip some shit up into the lab, but he wants to keep it on the down low right now until we get a successful mixing of things together. And then he's going to be ready to tell the world, and he's expecting for people to push back on him about, how dare you have another one? So
did you do a reading on her? How dare you?
Wait, who's how dare you?
How dare you? You have stolen my future.
Who?
Greta.
Who?
Greta Thunberg.
Oh, didn't we do her last week?
I didn't do her last week.
Oh, I did her. Sorry, I'm not doing her at all. I did her in the Moon Moth Manor live session.
Oh, okay. That's what I knew we talked about her.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah. I talked to Gregopedia about that because of the logistics of the removal. I had questions about that.
Yeah.
And he said that, you know, if there were microphones hanging over by press, they would not be batted out of the way. As long as they're not impeding the progress, they would not do that. But he did agree that she would not have a purse and they would not be standing around smiling and chit-chatting prior to it.
Well, there was that whole video beforehand before it gets out of control. So, yeah, she's a paid for actor. This is interesting. Celtic Runesinger said, "What of Oregon trying to join Idaho again?"
What?
I think it's part of Oregon. At least that's what I think I recall. That it's probably kind of like how California, how every so often, every couple of years, the rest of us all like, oh yeah, let's sign a petition so we can get away from California, and then we never can. We're never allowed to get away from the king. I think it's a similar idea. So let's see if
Wait, like the Northern and Southern California thing?
Oh, well, no, we've had a different lately. The newest one was leaving the coast. They could, because all the lefties are on the coast. So we're like, okay, so we'll split it and we'll take the interior and we'll go over and make ourselves into our own state. I don't know what happened with that. If that's, I don't hold my hopes on any of it. Trapped here in the terrible place.
Nevada's like, come on over. Come on over.
Yeah, they're all like, come on over. U-Haul's like, we don't have any trucks though. Out of luck.
Listen, Alycia, when you're ready, we will do a call to action on Dueling Tarot, and we'll get a whole bunch of people to drive over there with trucks, and we'll be packing you up and get you out of there in no time.
Oh, it'll be amazing. We can have a whole caravan, and then everybody can paint like signs on their windows like, getting Alycia out. It'll be the best.
It's a rescue mission.
Yeah. I think they want to. I don't know that it's going to happen. I think there's a good chunk of moneyed opposition keeping them from doing that. So they might want to do it. I'm not saying that they're going to be able to do it. There's other forces here trying to mess with Oregonians, I guess, that want to leave. What you got?
I got that it is a very sensitive situation that does not have any resolution. There's too many opposed parties on this. And if there's a better plan that they can draft, they might be warm to it. And it's more that Idaho doesn't want Oregon. That's really like what's kind of happening here. What's going on?
Yeah, so Idaho doesn't want that part of Oregon joining us anyway.
Yeah, it's just like they're just kind of like, meh, we don't want to deal with it. If they have like a better plan, but it's kind of like just show up. It's almost like a rescue mission, and like they just don't want to do it. It's
no, they're like, no, thank you. So then Robin put in here, rumors are floating around that stinky Ben Affleck was drunk or high at the Shotgun Wedding premiere in LA last night. Can we do a quick read on Bennifer? Well, shit, they never got their TV show deal together yet. They can't quit so quick, can they? Man, at this point, he could do whatever he wants. She's not going to kick his ass out. That's all for making money, those two. Did you see that stupid story where she said now she was supposed to be a part of the Britney, Christina, Madonna kiss?
No.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be a part of that kiss. I'm like, come on now. Stop.
So if he was celebrating, yes, he was celebrating too much. And now he's paying for it. He's got to answer to it. He's like, this kind of sucks. Like, I just don't want to do that. But he's trying to get back to the training that he had, maybe from a group that he visited every now and then, every couple of weeks or every week or so, and sat around and drank coffee and smoked cigarettes. Like, he's trying to get back to that. So if it was a breach of behavior and protocol, if he did that, how does Madame feel about that? How does Madame feel? Madame is not very happy. She's a King of Cups in reverse. And King of Wands, she's clipping his wings. And King of Pentacles. So she's not happy. She is clipping his wings and taking away his allowance. She is squashing all the things that they were moving forward with, and she's kind of tied up and really annoyed about this. So Madame is not happy.
It's not happy.
It's not happy.
It's not happy. You got your Todger stuck in something? Yeah, I don't know that she was aware how toasty he got. This is like, I feel he knows he overdid it. I see him getting back on his sober horse program. And he's paying for it, besides the fact that she's over here like micromanaging his ass now. He's also paying for it because I think it was like, you're getting a little too old for this shit, bro.
Yeah, I think a coach was brought in.
Yeah, he was put back onto the
double secret probation.
Triple secret probation. No money, no nothing. You're stuck over here. You're gonna have to watch what was it, Harry and Meghan on Netflix on repeat. That's your punishment. Okay, so we got that one. Okay, and this one was from Carla from earlier.
Yes, that is affirmative.
And so I think we saw that. That's what we looked at last week, didn't we?
Yes, she was supposed to consult with one of the women that one of the
best friends who says she was attacked.
Yes, she was supposed to talk her out of that, and they wanted her to testify about that.
And then, so if you didn't watch last week's Dueling Tarot, we looked into it. I don't care to read it.
Yeah.
Ugh, no plan. I don't want to revisit that one, but yes. So, do we want to look into this idea that Paul, good old Burn Pitt's husband, that the tapes of the his event with David DePape, that they don't really want those tapes to come out?
The tapes that were from the Polizei?
Yeah, I think that's I'm wondering. I think they're trying to block that. I saw it scuttle button on the twits. If you guys can confirm, I think they're trying to block that. They don't want that. Let's go to news. They're saying it's going to be prosecuted to the fullest. But, that was what I saw. All of the newspapers are trying to get access to it, and they're not able to get access to it.
But they don't have the money. They ain't got no money, honey. They ain't got no ducats.
Got no ducats either.
So no, we're not playing. We are not playing with this. No, we're not getting any of those videos. The ducats need to be paid, and she's got that. That is locked up tight. Like she paid the people that she needed to pay to keep her thumb on that. So that's under wraps. She's not going to be agreeable or cooperative with anyone who's trying to get it. And she's got the right people on her side. So she's greasing the right palms. And this is their way to safety. She's paid the right people. The ones that she's paid are very, very loyal to her. She doesn't have to worry about getting out of balance. She'll just keep deflecting and deflecting and deflecting when people ask for it. Under the surface, very, very scared about it. They do not want that information to get out. They don't. And it's more of a privacy issue for them. I don't think that the content is quite what we think it is or what people are speculating it to be, but I think that there's some damaging stuff there. Like, I don't think it was a mutually agreeable rendezvous, so to speak. I think this was an individual who was involved with some other entertainment things, and the guy kind of got the wrong idea and showed up and was like, "Hey, I'm here, surprise." And it was like, yeah, this is not what we were doing. We were just kind of playing with plastic bags and hanging out. So yeah, I kind of think that's what's going on here. So that's a little more fleshed out for me. So I think that the stuff that was going on behind the scenes that led to this situation that could be misinterpreted, I think that's what they're trying to hide. What do you have?
Similar idea going on here. She has locked that thing up as tight as she can, because she needs to keep that from getting released. So she's done whatever type of spells that she does, to make sure that that doesn't come out, probably ducats, because she doesn't want what's unearthed to come out, because it's going to be damaging to their reputations. It's going to change how everybody looks at them. It's just going to bring more eyeballs on their stuff, and they do not want it. So now, when I look at it, I think at some point this does get released. Eventually, the tapes come out, and she's going to be trying to spin some story, probably live from her freezer full of ice cream, about all of this and how such a horrible and tragic situation that this came to light. We wanted to deal with this privately and within the family, and XYZ. So I think it'll eventually come out. Like, this feels like working and working and working, and perhaps it is the press that finally gets it out, but she don't want it out, and she's stopped it as best she can for now.
What is the moth moon? What does the moth mean in
Transformation.
transformation? Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, it's almost like you have the ladder that's to get up over these obstacles. And it's like, as soon as like we get to peek over that wall, and then we're going to see more about what scummy ass people they are. I mean, did I say that out loud? Oops.
It's okay. It's okay. You really like that Mildred. What is it? Mildred
Payne, Secret.
Mildred Payne. I always want to say Mildred Pierce, and it's
I
not
love
Mildred
that
Pierce.
movie.
Who doesn't? I think I need to start using it. I need to warm up to it. It wasn't as spooky as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not. Like, stay away from the little PR story. The marketing story is brilliant, but if you stay away from that, it's a really nice little deck. I just got it yesterday, and so I did use it today in a video that'll come out in the Moon Moth.
Ooh.
And it was really spot on. So I'm liking it. It's intuitive for me. So I'm going to continue on with it. Deviant Moon and I speak the same language. All right. So what do we have? What's going on over here in the chat?
Everybody's still talking about Ben and Jen.
Oh, yeah. Ben and Jen. Yeah. That video I did on them right after or right before they hitched, that was all like, there's no true love there. That's all about them getting deals, pairing up for deals. So,
and dancing on yachts with flowy fabrics. Do you remember that video she did
on a yacht?
Yeah, where she was like dancing with the flowy fabric, and I'm like, yeah, I would look like that too if I had millions of dollars.
I don't know. I guess I don't remember her dancing. I'm sorry. I like some of J-Lo's songs. I like more J-Lo songs than I probably should. I'll say that. I do find myself dancing in the car, singing them, and I can't help myself. But I think she's a horrible human being. So,
but she's Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. Let me see what else.
Did we kind of exhaust everything? I think we covered everything on our list.
The only last thing I had was the BJC appointed judge has fined Mr. T 1 million for the revenge lawsuit
Oh,
against Hill.
so what do we want to look at with that? Was it a fair
Yeah,
ruling,
let's
or
look at
was
the
it a
ruling. Is the fine, is it fair and just, or is this some more games being played? Because it's kind of like if you're appointed by someone in that family, and perhaps you should have recused yourself about, I don't know, just thinking, but was this a fair fine?
no?
Oh no, El Diablo card. It's not. Oh, this is, yeah. There's this game playing. Oh god. Oh my.
So,
Oh, there she is.
lizard people. Lizard people. So this was not fair and just. It was a continuation, same old, same old. They're continuing to do the same thing, working together to protect the story that they have. Under the surface, this is trying to shine a light on what a terrible human being he is. And above ground, the lizard people are celebrating. So, this is just they are not going to let go of that storyline where he was, orange man bad. Orange man bad. Why? Orange man was bad. He was bad. He was just bad. Like, they're just going to keep yelling it louder and louder. And this is like part of their death by 1,000 cuts, but it's really not. It's kind of like annoyance by 1,000 cuts.
I want to say goodnight to Carla.
Oh, good night, Carla, dear.
Yeah. It's kind of like this whole thing is kind of like Harry and Meghan tormenting us with their story we've never heard before forever.
What story? What's going on with them?
Have you ever? Do you even know about Harry and Meghan? Have you heard of them? I'll have to fill you in.
So what do you have?
Similar idea. This is all about the Eyes Wide Shut crew. They want to keep their secrets secret. It's just another like we think we're throwing up like a roadblock, a legal roadblock for them. Because we can't have him getting anywhere close to anything important. So we're closing the door on him again. We've canceled him again for the 900th time. And it's this whole obsession here on the Cheetos bad, da 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 da. We're using our connections, our powers to keep the things going. But the obstacle is that their fingers and their fingerprints are always on all of this stuff, so it doesn't really look impartial.
What deck is that? I love that deck.
That's the Hydesville Major Arcana deck. You can find that one on Etsy. And so they have the blue and they have red. They might even have black. So it's super cool.
Yeah, it is super cool.
Hydesville, Hydesville.
Now, is that the blue or the black?
This is the blue.
Yeah, I really like that. I may have to spike that one.
Yeah, this is like, when I first got a Major Arcana deck, I'm like, what am I gonna use this for? And it was the Terror one that I love so much. Terror Tales one. This is not really appropriate for all readings, especially with clients. And they're just like, oh, really? So I do love this deck, and I love it. The finish on it and all that. It's like that petal finish or whatever they call it. So I do love that deck. But I got the Hydesville because it's more old school, which I love, and it's appropriate for other readings. So we got that going on.
Let's do one more, and then I got to split.
Okay, what you want to do?
Because Marnie wanted to know about expert commentator.
I thought we looked into that.
Did we?
Yes, I thought we did.
I thought we talked about it, but we didn't poll on it.
God, I can't even remember anymore. I think I swear
I don't know if we did. I think we just talked about it. And I went, wait, what? What?
Oh, I think we did because I thought I was like, that's a story that was floated by Megan trying to get him a job as like, oh yes, like a sportscaster. That's yeah, we did it. But let's see what you get again. Let's rewind it and do it again.
So I think there are some takers on it.
You think some people want him?
I think there are people that are talking to them, but they know that it's going to be box office poison. Box office poison!
Oh gosh. Good night, Ellis. You know, my dad, he's holding that round ball thing in his hands. I don't know. He's got some gold sticky thing.
I can't remember what it's called. Oh, the orb. The orb.
Oh, how do you spell that?
And then out comes Famous Fortunes. I'm Lord of the Orbs. So, I don't think it's determined yet whether he's going to do it or not. Does he want to? Is this something he would want to do? He's on the fence. I mean, he just wrote a whole book about how he has anxiety every time he walks out his door. So I can't imagine that he would do that.
Perhaps
and flying into London.
I was going to say, perhaps he shouldn't have his royal insignia on his welcome mat then.
Did you see that?
I saw that. I was like, bro, stop. That's like Big Ed on 90 Day Fiance. You don't put your like. You don't do that.
So our friend Steve has a throne in his dining room for his chair. It's a throne. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. And he was like, Greg needs one. I was like, Greg is not getting one. Greg's not getting a throne in the dining room.
Oh God. Yeah. I mean, come on. That's just kind of weird. We're not doing that kind of thing. So yeah. Okay. So, your next tarot class is coming up on the 26th.
So yes, I have another tarot class coming up the 26th. The link is on my website, fortunecookiestarot.com. Also, I think I did a video. I think there's a video someplace, but you can just go to my website and find it, or you can email me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. And if you sign up for the second class, I will send you the video of the first class so that you can get up to speed, because we're going to be doing some deeper stuff on it. So, just give you a little leg up with that. But tomorrow night, I'm actually going to be doing live readings for people, and I'm going to have some guests at my house. So it's going to be kind of fun.
Are they coming on video, or are they just like...
I think they are. I think my girlfriend Luna is going to come over. She's going to be here, and I think Shelly's going to be here, and I think there's going to be another non-reader that's going to be here just to hang out. So I'll do readings for a couple hours, and then I'm going to hang out and have a couple of cocktails with the gals. So
that sounds fun.
You want to fly out?
Huh?
You want to fly out?
I wish. So I was going to say, I caught Anna's first tarot video class on replay. Excellente. If you're like, you want to have it explained in a way so you don't have to start off with the booklets that make no sense, this gets you like going, so then you want to dive into the tarot books and get more details, because she tells you it so in a way that it makes sense. So she went through the major arcana, and it was super helpful. You'll enjoy it. I learned something new. I never paid attention to that the Chariot has no reins. Never paid attention to it.
Not on every deck though. Like that's something that, like, the Dark Mansion Tarot, it's like a little wagon, and he does have reins.
Right.
Like some decks do and some decks don't. But like that was the commission for the Rider-Waite. Was because it was, kind of creating your own future through manifestation, like making things happen. So pretty cool.
Yeah. So I learned something. I'd never paid attention to that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So you will learn something too. So go sign up for Anna's class, and then you can like learn some more things. It'll be awesome. And so
you're back in business for readings, correct? Your schedule is back open for readings.
I'm back open for readings. The wait time got extended a little bit because I'm back open for readings. So I have the current wait time on my website, so you can always see like how long usually it'll take you to get a reading. I hope I'm quicker than my estimates, but sometimes can't help it. So open for readings. The psychic abilities reading is really popular. So if you wanted to learn about your best psychic abilities, how to unblock them, how to work with them, how they'll manifest for you, you could get that reading. So that's going on. And then also Moon Moth Manor. I've got a reading coming up about the Judds and
Oh,
and that note.
okay.
The note that came out for that Naomi wrote and said she didn't want Winona at the funeral because she's mentally ill. I'm just telling you that read went places I did not expect.
When's that coming out?
That'll be coming out Moon Moth Manor. Monday is new video day. So you can
I
join.
can't wait to see that. That I'm going to be riveted on that one.
Yes, that one's going to be interesting. Atara. I do missing persons readings, but it's not you. I'm not. This is funny. I had this conversation with a client. I have done private readings for locations. I've never gotten confirmation on my location. So I'm one of those things like I don't know if I was getting scammed and people are like, yeah, I want to search for this person and they never did, or they're just a Looney Tune. I don't know. So I would not be the best in helping for locations if that's what you're looking for. Mine would be more about mindset and things going on. I don't know. Do you, Anna? Do you do that kind of
So,
reading?
I mean, I could do it with CRV, but I am currently not doing CRV commercially. I have a little project going on with CRV, so I'm kind of flexing what I'm doing with that, and I'm going down a different rabbit hole with how I'm going to apply CRV in my life. So, Alycia, maybe we can see if there is anybody out there that does missing persons. One of the things I would do, Lori Williams teaches the class that I took at Intuitive Specialist. You might be able to message her and see if there's anybody that does commercial CRV readings, and that's like they can find things and do that. So I wouldn't feel I would be the best choice to do that. So
Yeah.
not turning you down, just pointing you in a better direction.
Yeah, a better direction for better results. So, and hoping that praying the ant is found. So with that, are we ready to sign off?
We're ready to sign off, Captain.
Yes, Captain. Captain, my captain.
All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Make sure you don't store any papers in your garage.
Next to your Corvette, and family uses the back door. How does that? The back door's for family. Remember
Back
that.
doors for family only.
Yes, remember that, guys.
All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Adios. Have a good
come see me tomorrow night.
weekend.
I forgot. Come see me tomorrow night.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
be live
watch her tomorrow night.
7 o'clock. All right. Bye, all.
Bye. Ding her bell. She likes it when you ding her bell.